Presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA Day.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got Giles. He's out there with Nurkic. Damian Lillard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And for Denver, Cole is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Here's Simons. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Pass to Giles. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Bull, the pass to Barton. He can't get that one. Good D by Covington. Here's Giles. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Giles. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Porter with the steal. He's got a clear path. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Here's Simons. Here's Lillard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Jokic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Denver shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Here's Lillard. High, arcing shot.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Poked loose. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Count that one.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Barton. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years. A career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Rivers finds Gordon. Nailed from three-point land.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Now, here's Millsap. Here's Morris. He kicks to McGee. Morris against McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kansas. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by McCollum. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. It's hauled in by Gordon. Nuggets trail. Here's Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Sometimes you forget about Rivers' athleticism. He's terrific at using it to slam it home.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Down low. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. That one good for 2. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Jones against Millsap. Left side, Gordon. Here's Morris. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
I'm training summer.
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. And there's JaVale McGee. And there's Gordon. And it's Millsap in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Morris against Lillard. McGee the pass to Morris. And stolen by Lillard.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Oh, it's great watching Lillard go after steal, showing he can take over possessions all by himself.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Gordon. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The pass to Simons. Back to Nurkic. Here's Giles. Wide open. Porter pulls it in.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Portland grabs the miss. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard for Murray. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Oh, man, come on. Injuries like this can change the course of a game, even the whole season. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kevin. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And
folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Cantor. And stolen by Murray. Barton outside. Murray the pass to Bull. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Denver. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Bull. Millsap comes in for Michael Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. McCollum against Morris. McCollum passes to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Pass to Cantor. In the corner, Powell with it. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Rivers kicks to McGee. Morris against McCollum. McGee, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
McCollum passes to Powell. 1:39 left in the first half of the game. Jones, no luck.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Rivers passes to Gordon. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside Anthony. Here's Powell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Millsap, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Powell. Rebound by the Nuggets.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not really great numbers for him at the line, but really not terrible either. Right around 70%.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Bulls checked in. The shot and game clock separated by 4. It's McCollum with the drive. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Stolen by Cantor. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Jarrett Jones. And it's McCollum in at the point guard. Big group substitution here for Denver. Trailblazers trail by 3. And there's the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Murray outside. Back to McGee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. McGee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Back to Lillard. The tray. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 11 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Pass to Gordon. The kick out to Barton. Good D by Covington.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy layup.
And the basket by Lillard. 13 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The rebound by Giles.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Murray surveying the D. It's Bull top of the key. Outside for Murray. And they come right back with their own 3-point. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Simons. Martin defending. Lillard outside. Pass to Giles. Wide open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, yeah, flexibility is crucial. You have to be able to take what the defense gives you.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Millsap comes in for Porter. Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Trailblazers leading by 4, and it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Anthony. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Here's the break. Here's Rivers, and Jones sends it back. Here's Here's Powell, and goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris dishes to Rivers. To the middle. Here's Green, kicks to McGee. It's stolen by Jones. One-on-one fast break. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Outside for Millsap. Back to Rivers. Now the dish to McGee. Up top, Rivers. Clock at 4. Shoots from the elbow. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Cullen passes to Powell. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Now here's Cantor. No points in the game yet for him. McCollum outside. And the 3 off target. Fast break, here they come. Here's McGee, stolen by Cantor. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Bull. And it's Rivers in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Back to Millsap. Bull with it. Working on Nurkic. Bull can't hit. Portland leading by 8. Passes to Simons. And he drops it in from the low post.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Lillard against Morris. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. A nice shot by Simons. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Morris passes to Bull. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Lillard against Morris. 3-pointer. And it's Denver with the rebound. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Morris with the ball. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Bull. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. 3-pointer, Lillard. And Bull pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Millsap kicks to Rivers. He can't get that one to fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard with no one around. Portland no good that time either.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Lillard outside. Now the pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Bowl dishes to Morris. Stolen away. Covington with it. Now Bowl defending.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. Morris kicks to Millsap. At the elbow, Green. Denver passing it around. Morris passes to Green. And again, it's Denver.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset for any offense.
Lillard finds Covington. Back to Lillard. Covington trying to break free. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
Here's Murray. Gordon trying to break loose. Murray, no good. Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to McCollum, and stolen by Gordon. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Lillard from outside. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Lillard outside. Over to the left wing. Pass to Covington. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Kept alive. Giants. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. So he gets them both.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
McGee inside, and it's blocked. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview. Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Pass to Finney Smith on the wing. Doncic. Dallas moving it around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Now, here's Bull. Outside for Murray. Pass to Bull. The 3. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And, boy, it is on display right now.
Now here's Murray. It's rebounded by Doncic.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic passes to Richardson. Doncic against Murray. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Porter against Doncic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Doncic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you like to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Barton dishes to Murray, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Murray's got his second basket.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
1:25 left in the first. Hardaway finds Kleber. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game.
And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long. And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have Greg a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout. So that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
Now, here's Kleber. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Over Gordon. Coley Stein trying to free himself up. Powell. And the layup's good off the glass.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Rivers finds McGee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Gordon.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Hardaway. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. McGee with the block. That shot is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in at the 2. Now Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Inside from 13. Not enough on that one as it misses.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
A nice shot by Rivers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Brunson after Austin Rivers scored. The pass to Powell. Kleber against Morris. Kleber, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis has any number of tools on the offensive end, but a nice high percentage look there.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Morris passes to McGee. Morris inside, guarded by Doncic. Mavericks trailed by 3. Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Denver grabs the miss. Morris dishes to Rivers. Back to Morris. Porzingis with the steal. Passes it to Marjanovic. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
The Mavericks trailing. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Richardson the pass to Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 6. No good that time. Nice D from Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Here's Doncic, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there for the Nuggets. Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he recovers it. Powell inside. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. To the middle. Can they get it? And Barton throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Brunson the pass to Kleba. Here's Hardaway. Here's Cauley Stein. And that one, good. Cauley Stein's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Jokic. 27 seconds left to play in the first half.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Barton against Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Barton. 1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 assists. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Powell in at the fourth. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Barton, 4 on the shot clock. To the paint, it's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go, the Mavericks on a fast break. Porter with a block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Doncic looking it over. Down low, Porzingis kicks to Finney Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Murray against Richardson. Pass to Jokic. Hole with it. Back to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Porter. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Richardson, no luck. Nuggets trail.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protection. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And here is Murray following Porzingis' 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Doncic with it. 12 points for him. And the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Now here's Murray. Jokic on top. Murray surveying the D. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Doncic against Murray. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. And stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Now here's Gordon. Morris outside. 1:53 left to play in the third. McGee, second chance shot. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here is Kleber. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. And here is Cauley-Stein. Here's Kleber. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Nuggets making a switch here. Rivers checked in. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Now here's Brunson. And the layup is good. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. And there it is for him. And the Nuggets lead by 2. 51 seconds left in the third. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Brunson. Stripped it away. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. 2 points. That one goes. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spots.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas, no good that time either. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Denver on top. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Austin Rivers. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Denver in the lead. Pass to Gordon. Campazzo lays it up off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Brunson. He dishes it to Powell. There's the pass to Hardaway. Over Rivers. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkus, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Denver with the ball. Following the score by Dallas. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Pass to Finney-Smith. To Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Gordon against Doncic. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Porzingis.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Jokic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. First free throw is good. Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Bowl, he's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Paul Millsap.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Doncic. Finney Smith passes to Powell. Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
That free throw good from Doncic.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Now here's Murray. In the corner, Bull with it. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Doncic against Murray. Here's Powell. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Gigantic shots like that have to help Powell's confidence. Quality look.
Here's Murray. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by one. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Doncic against Murray. Shoots from the elbow. Doncic, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Barton finds Porter. Over to the wing. And stolen by Richardson. Doncic outside. To the paint. There's Porzingis. Doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. And Murray. Here we go. Nice D from Doncic.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Richardson gets a wide-open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Denver. They lead by one. Bull dishes to Barton. Porzingis with the block. And that's a foul called on Bull. That's foul number 2 for him. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Now, here's Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
That's good from Richardson.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Morris into the lane. Here's Bull. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So Dallas will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Michael Porter's out there with Bowl. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. It's Barton on the wing. Up and in on the layup.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
Murray outside. The feed now to Bowl. The kick out to Porter. Bowl with it. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Powell.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Richardson against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Powell with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. Richardson for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Porzingis with the steal. It's tipped. And here's Doncic from the arc. Richardson finds Doncic. To the middle. And Porter, here we go.
Just using those.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Porzingis. Count!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And there's the pass to Barton. The Nuggets with another miss. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Shoots the 3. Doesn't go for it. From deep three-point range, no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out. And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Marjanovic, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at small forward. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Richardson with it. Now Covington defending. And it's Doncic missing.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And Portland has possession following the three-point attempt by Josh Richardson. And it's Simons missing. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. It's Richardson on the wing. Now Marjanovic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Lillard from outside.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Basket counts. Now Lillard. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Up top, Doncic. The shot misses, and the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Lillard. Finished off the break.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Hardaway, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
Lillard against Brunson. Here's the three. The offensive rebound. Covington with the bucket.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington? Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Anthony dishes to McCollum. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And no good that time. Good D by Hardaway. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And how about the toughness of Cantor? Outstanding at keeping his composure and just finding a way to capitalize.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Brunson against McCollum. The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Free throw good.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Now here's Brunson. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Hardaway. Jacks up a three. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Pass to Cantor. Back to McCollum. The three. Cantor, the pass to Carmelo. Shoots over Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Here's Powell. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Cohen is out there with Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Anthony in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Pass to Powell. And Brunson has it in the corner. Back to Powell. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
McCollum against Brunson. Fires from deep. Trailblazers keep it alive. This one for three. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Brunson the pass to Mellon. Outside Hardaway. And the pass to Cauley-Stein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Clock at 4. And Doncic. Here we go. Covington with the steal. Pass to Simons. Here's Lillard. Drops one in from the wing. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now, here's Doncic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Richardson gets a wide open look. Second shot opportunity, and the nice bucket inside from Marjanovic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Portland leading by 8. And here we go. Doncic with the block.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponents. He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. To the inside. Melly passes to Brunson. There's the dish to Powell. And McCollum with the block. And they get it back. Hardaway for 3. That shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. Jones, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Hardaway finds Brunson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Powell.
And a foul.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Dallas, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, Doncic, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They grab their own miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis against Anthony. They could use a bucket. Stolen by McCollum. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 15.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll about do it as
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Mavericks. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Mavericks trail by 15. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
That free throw good from Doncic. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. To the left side wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Floats it up there for Nurkic. It's good.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Pass to Finney Smith. Richardson left side. Doncic right side. Off the left rim and out. Portland leading by 14. Simons the pass to Covington and stolen by Richardson. Powell kicks to Doncic. Makes it off the glass. 7 points for Luka Doncic.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
For the Trailblazers. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Doncic against McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. Anthony dishes to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. It's Powell on the wing. And stolen by Richardson. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Boy, you look at Porzingis, and for a bigger guy, he's really agile, which I think puts defenders in difficult spots when they're trying to guard him.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 11. Anthony right side. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. McCollum's got 13 points.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
The drive by Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Powell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Doncic against McCollum. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lillard outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Doncic outside. Pass to Richardson. Doncic outside. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a sizable lead. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Mavericks trail by 16. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the floor for Portland. Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Kanter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 17 points was their biggest margin. It's McCollum on the wing.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Maverick shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Doncic outside. He kicks it to Powell. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 6 points for Porzingis.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
McCollum passes to Powell. Doncic against McCollum. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Doncic outside. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Powell. Richardson for 3. Good on the triple. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, you could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. From deep. But they'll get another chance. To the middle. A second chance effort. Back to Porzingis. All sorts of time. And that one is good. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, we talk a lot about confidence right there. Porzingis showed plenty of it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Lillard scanning the floor. Oh, that's blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's Simons following the score by Dallas. From deep three-point range, and the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's foul number 2 for him. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Pocket 6. All alone. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Lillard against Doncic. Fires the 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The drive by Doncic. Money!
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This guy, this young fella, loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Now here's Lillard. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard from downtown. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Covington with the steal. To the paint. Powell with the steal.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And so it's Portland winning this one. It was all right, David. let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there at goal. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2. Now here's Lillard. Nurkic up top. Passes to Giles. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard misses.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And Portland with the ball. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
And Murray, here we go. Here's Cole. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Giles. Inside. Porter with the steal. One-on-one here. Offensive rebound. Murray kicks to Jokic. Barton against Covington. Barton, no luck.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Lillard. Denver grabs the miss. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Barton, no luck. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Here's Jokic. The Blazers getting the bucket. Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the 3. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. A finish, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out in a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. And Murray, here we go. Goal, good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You just wonder where Jamal Murray is going to go. This guy is a terrific combo guard.
Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Simons, the pass to Lillard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Covington wide open. He fires. Portland again missing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Porter with the steal. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Gordon. And here's Morris for 3. Tries again. That one goes in.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
The pass to Powell. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first.
Melo doing a great job rolling right into the open spot to find some more offense.
Passes it to McGee. Millsap looking it over. On deep. Portland grabs the miss. And now here comes Jones leading the break. It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
He's perfect from the line this time. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And Morris drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 4. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Morris against McCollum. From 10 feet out, Morris with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets ahead, up by 6. And we'll be back shortly for... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Colin is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Cantor in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he...
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Jones. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Pass to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. McGee's shot is off. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. And the dunk by Powell.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Morris passes to Gordon. Morris into the lane. And Morris throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Powell, no one around him. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Powell's got 7 points here in this quarter. Morris with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Morris kicks to Gordon. Back to Morris. Outside Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Over McCollum. And it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers trail by 3. Jones dishes to Carmelo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Morris inside, covered by Lillard. Rivers passes to Gordon. Outside Millsap. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's Barton with the drive. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Bull. Guarded closely.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Nurkic kicks to Giles. Here's Lillard. The shot off that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Jokic passes to Porter. Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard left side. Pass to Simon. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Up in time. That shot off.
Hustling to get up on that shot.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, what's your... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Bol.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. A 3 from McCollum. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 5. The drive by Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got 8.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Out left to the wing. It's Rivers on the wing. Morris with the ball. Cantor covering. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. 8 points for him.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cantor kicks to McCullough. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Morris. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his third foul of the game. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Morris dishes to Gordon. Lets it go with a three. Greg, is a young player. One of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
They double team McCollum. From deep three-point range, Jones, no one around him. And staying with the play, Anthony. Now just a 1-point Denver lead.
See Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Morris passes to Gordon, and he banks in the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. McCollum passes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. The dish now to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
This is a guy who plays with a high motor and who enjoys contact. Cantor feasting inside.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum outside. He nails it, and we're tied up. McCollum's got 5 now.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bol comes in for Aaron Gordon. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Barton subbed in for Austin Rivers. Nurkic with it, now guarded by Barton. Giles, the pass to Simons. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The pass to Giles. Down low. Simons, the pass to Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Bol. The Trailblazers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Monte Morris. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray kicks to Barton. He gets it in there. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Yeah, there's a run to the basket, looking like a pinball there, drawing some contact. Deceptive strength for the skinny fella out there. Barton gets to the rim.
Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. For the lead. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Martin from outside, and that one released in time, but no good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And they take the lead. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
And Covington sends it back. Murray kicks to Jokic. There's the steal. Jumps up. Here's Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside. Forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both good from the line that time.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Murray, the pass to Bol. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pulls up, high post. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Lillard. The tray.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Murray. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Lillard.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Barton passes to Porter. Bol, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Jokic. And he gets it back. And the shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Bol dishes to Barton. On the wing, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic kicks to Barton. It's Porter outside. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Free throw drops for Covington. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collin comes in for Anthony Simons. That one misses. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Rivers. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for Austin Rivers.
Like that he gets out and runs that time. That's well within the wheelhouse of Austin Rivers, finishing on the break.
Collin passes to Lillard. And here's Covington. Lillard left side, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Gordon.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paid off there.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. 6 to shoot. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Here's Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Over Millsap. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Nurkic. Here's Anthony. Over Bull. Lillard against Murray. A floater. It counts.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Jokic. It falls. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the 4th quarter.
Now, here's Bull. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Jacks up a 3. It's Porter outside, and the miss. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. It, David, thank you, is A beautiful skyline of... Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Bol. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5, home in the paint. Now, here's Richardson. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. From 8. Chalk up 2 there.
Just another way. Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Doncic against Jokic. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic against Murray. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. Goes up from the top of the key. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. This one for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. Now, here's Richardson. Porzingis, that's a 2. Releases from the wing and drills it. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Doncic. Over Murray. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Barton passes to Murray. Kicks it to Bol. Barton dishes to Porter. Barton drives in. Bol makes it off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good on the 3.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Again, the Nuggets score.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. 11 feet away. Brunson, good.
Working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now here's Murray. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Melly, guarded by Porter. Hardaway passes to Melly. Brunson up top. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Outside Hardaway. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for the Mavericks. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Melly in at the small forward. Brunson with it. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Morris. He feeds it to McGee. Back to Morris.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Hardaway kicks to Powell. Back to Hardaway. Drills the three-pointer. Hardaway has got it back down to single digits for the Mavs.
How about the timing from Hardaway Jr., looking very comfortable taking shots after catching the pass.
Here's Rivers. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Passes it to Rivers. Tries yet again. Gordon against Brunson. And it's Gordon missing. Mavericks trail by 7. Melly passes to Cauley-Stein. Brunson with a clean look. But they get it back. Now the pass to Hardaway. There's the feed to Cauley-Stein. Here's Melly. A three-pointer, no good. Denver leading by 7. Here's Rivers. The Nuggets with another miss. Hardaway passes to Powell. Here's Melly. Millsap covering. Shooting. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray, just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Here's Doncic. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Murray dishes to Barton. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's about length. It's about awareness. It's about anticipation. Porzingis able to kickstart the break.
Jokic on top. Feeds the ball. Back to Jokic. No one near him. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Barton against Richardson. Back to Doncic. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Jokic with the bucket.
Smooth as silk, and given that height advantage, a relatively easy look.
And here is Doncic. He's got 7. Pass to Richardson. Just his first attempt, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Denver was looking great right away. An exceptional game plan helped them open with... And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee, Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. Now the feed to Powell. Count that one.
Well, this is where Dwight Powell is in his element. All of those physical abilities coming to bear on the interior. Nicely done.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Now Millsap. He dishes it to Gordon. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Runs in the pass to Powell. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Brunson finds Hardaway. To Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Campazzo, Brunson covering, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway passes to Powell, and he comes up with the deuce. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, soft-looking jumper from Powell. Really tremendous confidence from mid-range.
This is to Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Nicolo Melli. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. 1:30 left to play here in the third. Doncic against Murray. Doncic kicks to Richardson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Richardson's got his second bucket.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Murray dishes to Barton. He feeds it to Bull. Back to Barton. Lays it up and banks it in. Barton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic against Murray. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Mavericks trail by 15. Doncic feeling it out. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Powell. Doncic outside. And stolen by Bull. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Powell pulls it in. And they're moving it up. It's Richardson on the wing. Beyond the arc. Misses the shot. And so it's the Denver Nuggets finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Richardson finds Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Nuggets leading by 17. Barton outside. Outside for Murray. Kept alive. The pass to Bull. To the inside. The dish to Porter. It's up a 3, and the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Murray. Barton right side. Doncic against Murray. Bull the pass to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 17. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. Doubled by Murray. Cauley Stein finds Doncic. Back to Cauley Stein. And here's Porzingis. That one goes. Count it.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Pass to Porter. Now Jokic lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Richardson. Mavericks trail by 14. Porzingis looking it over. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's Dallas with another.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Barton outside. Takes a 3. Denver gets it back.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Doncic against Murray. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Richardson outside. Here's Finney-Smith. And that one is off. Nice D from Porter. Jokic against Cauley Stein. Jokic passes to Bull. Three-pointer, Barton, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Doncic. And that one drops.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nuggets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jokic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Richardson against McGee. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. DA.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Robert Covington out there with Giles. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And for Dallas, they've got Richardson. Bojanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Here's Simons. Here's Covington. Misses in close.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Here's Simons. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Now, here's Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. From deep three-point range, a rebound by Bojanovic.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And it's Lillard missing.
And that's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Rob. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And then Lillard slams it in.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
Doncic passes to Richardson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Lillard.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's McCollum. Outside Anthony. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Back to Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the score by Dallas. And it's McCollum off the drive. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
And here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's the pass to Melly. 5 to shoot. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And here's the break. That's tipped, but they recover it. Cantor finds Jones. And his first shot of the game, no good. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Redick for 3. No good on the shot. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. McCollum passes to Jones. Powell with it. And the dunk by Powell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Brunson. Portland making their last shot. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
McCollum against Brunson. Here's McCollum. And he banks in the layup.
What body control from McCollum. I like whenever he works his way through the contact and finishes.
Got it off in time. He's off on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by... Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his future plans.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic looking it over.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
All free throws good from Doncic. Portland leading. Now Lillard passes to Simons. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Lillard misses. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. To Porzingis, goes up with a strike, and he nails the jumper.
Oh, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lillard against Doncic. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Doncic outside. Has to Finney Smith.
Watch the screen.
To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. And there's the pass to Finney Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. And no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Simons, the pass to Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
He hits both from the stripe. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Back to Porzingis. The rebound by Giles.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Finney Smith. Right side Porzingis. And they get it. Dallas, no good that time either. Trailblazers leading by 6. Fast break, here we go. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard fires away from way outside. And another 3 for Portland.
That's his 2nd three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Richardson's got his first 3 points of the game. 1:06 left here in the second. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's deflected. Nurkic with the steal. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
And he commits the intentional foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. There's 45 seconds left now here in the second. Doncic against McCollum. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Powell dishes to McCollum. Jones kicks to McCollum. "11 feet away." It's rebounded by Porzingis. Richardson against Powell. Marjanovic with it. In the corner, it's Richardson. Powell with the steal. And so it's the Portland. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. Powell is out there with McCollum. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. On the wing, Hardaway. McCollum against Brunson. Goes back up. 4 on the clock. Powell kicks to Brunson. For 3.
An area where McCollum must continue to work on, and it helps whenever he's making an impact on defense.
Pass to Jones. That shot off. Mavericks trail by 6. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Brunson with it. Now Anthony defending. Redick passes to Hardaway. Over Jones. Here's Powell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. 3-pointer, Lillard. He can't get it to go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Brunson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Lillard. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Lillard's got 12 points in the game. Mavericks trail by 4. Now here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Melly. Shoots over Covington. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Lillard against Brunson. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Lillard.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Outside for Redick. For the lead. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The drive by Nurkic. And he gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
1:56 left to play in the third. And here is Doncic. 8 points for him. Yep, that one goes.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
McCollum outside. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight for the tie. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Mavs. It's Powell on the wing. Back to McCollum from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
The pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Richardson. The Mavericks rebound. Dallas moving the ball around. They get the rebound. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis.
At 7-3.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The shot that time, not on target. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Trailblazers leading by 3. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Melly in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the basket by McCollum.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkas, he's checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Back to Lillard for the 3. It's good from long range.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. It's to Porzingis. Covington with the steal. Goes up. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Powell. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. He feeds it to Powell. Pass to Finney-Smith. Shoots over Nurkic. No good from Finney-Smith.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Richardson. On the wing, Doncic. Clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Powell. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. Portland leading by 8. Now Lillard. The pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Passes to Porzingis. He can't hit that time. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. A nice shot by Simons.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Nurkic with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. A nice shot by Simons. And it's a 12-point Portland lead.
And I like what I see from Covington. I mean, he just doesn't look to shoot. He's good at passing, too.
The three for Doncic. Here's Powell. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Simons, the pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Trailblazers. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Doncic finds Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Doncic outside. In the corner, Powell with it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Lillard looking around. From deep three-point range. 5 on the clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. The three for Doncic. Off the mark. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the...